Alright, this is Jess from See How It Grows, and I'm going to take you along a tour of the front flower garden. Just because I am thrilled and I love these flowers, and I know there's a lot of other people that love flowers too and want to know how to grow them with kind of a low maintenance strategy. Also, I just wanted to bring my mom along to see all the beautiful flowers. She's not able to be here right now during this time, so I thought I would walk through the flower garden and then bring you guys along. We will learn as we go and see how it grows. So here's our front of our house. You can see there's arches. 1, 2, 3 arches, and then a little walkway. On each of those arches we're growing some grapes, and I'll show you that in a minute. But right here in the front is this beautiful chamomile. It's a little bit past its flowering prime, but it was just covered with white flowers. So many white flowers, and we harvested quite a bunch of it yesterday. Me and my kids just snipped the flowers off, and we will dry those flowers and make them into tea. And last year I planted them as seed, and they really fizzled out in the heat of the summer. So I thought that they were not a success, but they had reseeded themselves and they came back full force this year. Just tons and tons and tons. The bees love them, and we love them. And as you're walking up the driveway, you can even smell the chamomile. I mean, it's just an amazing smell. Behind it, we have some columbine, which is past its flowering prime now, but it flowered really early in the spring. Gorgeous. And now all these seed pods are going to make new ones. Let me see if I can show you what the columbine looks like. I think there's a flower left over here. Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's so beautiful. And it has a beautiful leaf pattern too. So all of these seed pods will grow more plants just on their own without me having to do anything. As you can see, there's little tiny ones growing without me having to plant them. This beautiful plant is, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I cut it off of a neighbor's plant and dipped the cuttings in rooting hormone and then just put them in the ground and watered them, and they came back. It's a perennial, so it comes back year after year, this deep dark purple, and it has a little pink flower in the middle of the summer, and it's just really beautiful. This orange is a butterfly bush or a milkweed, and the purple right back here is called a spirea, and it is a perennial that has red leaves in the fall. The milkweed reseeds itself and comes back again every year, so I didn't have to plant that this year. This is a beautiful salvia. I love it, just a beautiful pop, and as you can see, the bees love it too. The hummingbirds love it. We watch the hummingbirds from our couch and just get to enjoy that. This is a perennial, so it comes back year after year. I didn't plant that this year. I just planted it from a clearance plant from Lowe's. I wait until the Lowe's has their clearance sale and then buy all the perennials I can afford. So these are beautiful sage. I'm not sure if they're sage or salvia, but they're these must be sage. Their flower's a little bit different. This is a gorgeous variety of sunflower. I just love it. This wonderful thing is called coreopsis, the yellow, and it makes a gorgeous pop. Spreads really freely. It's a perennial and multiplies, so it's filled in quite a lot of space. And we have some tall black-eyed Susans. They're just as happy as can be, just so delightful. And in the back over here I have my first echinacea flower. It doesn't look very pretty, but I think the other ones will be. A cone flower, you know that it's echinacea. We'll figure out how to harvest that and use that as well. And before I go, I wanted to show you the grapes. So look at how these grapes have, see I have a string here that goes up over the arch, and they've just found it. Look at how that tendril is grabbing hold of that wire. I love that. It's really beautiful. So they're tucked in here, but they get a little bit of shade during the day also. And this one looks like a different variety of grape. But we have 1, 2, 3, and then back there 4. So thank you for joining me on a tour of the front flower garden. I hope it inspires you to plant your own perennial plants and plants that reseed themselves so that you can enjoy this at your house. And thank you for joining me. We'll learn as we go and see how it grows. Thanks. Bye-bye.